Welcome to this Feel Good Yoga Flow. This one is going to feel great if you're feeling a little anxious or if you simply want to get out of your head and into your body. Have 2 blocks at the top edge of your mat, and we are going to get started in child's pose. So separating knees, bringing big toes together. Slide hips back towards heels, walk the hands forward, soften elbows, bring forehead to the mat. And just settle in here. Take a big breath in through the nose. And let it exhale. Again, big breath in. And big breath out. One more time. Big breath in. And big breath out. With your breath in, float on up to all fours, hands and knees. And just circle your torso clockwise about 2-3 times, warming up wrists. Counterclockwise 2 or 3 times. And then a couple of rounds of cat and cow. With your breath in, drop the belly, lift your gaze, breathing into the front body. Exhale, soften and round, breathing into the back body. Inhale again, drop the belly, lift your gaze. Think about a little pulling action through the hands, lifting yourself up and out of the shoulders so you're not collapsing. Exhale, there's a little extra push, tail tucks. One more inhale. And exhale, soften, round. All right, return to a long spine and grab for your blocks. You're going to bring your blocks underneath your hands, have them be at the middle height so they're the most stable. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out through your feet here. Just kind of noticing this different sensation of downward facing dog with blocks. I love this modification because it gives you so much extra space. So if you feel kind of caught in downward facing dog, simply bring your hands up to blocks. You'll have an easier time to free up the pelvis, to stretch the legs. Give it one more breath. Now bring your feet together, and with your breath in, float the right leg up about hip height. You're going to simply draw knee towards belly, begin to shift forward towards high plank, and because you have all this extra space, try to quietly, calmly step your right foot between your blocks. Lower the left knee down, reach the arms open wide and up for a low lunge. Rotate your palms forward, bend the elbows, now lift your gaze, lift the heart. Open the chest. Offer a little smile to your face. Let it feel good. Chin towards chest. Melt the fingers back to your blocks. Warrior 2. Pick up the left knee. Pivot your left foot to your mat. And just quickly check out. Right heel bisects back inner arch. And then cartwheel the left arm up. Right arm follows. You're in Warrior 2. Pushing through the back leg to release the front leg, making sure that you're not reaching too far forward, but the back arm is also reaching, drawing the shoulders over the pelvis. The arms are a little forward of the seam line of your shirt, so the ribs can stay knitted in, and you're not overarching through your spine. With your breath in, straighten through the right leg. Keep both legs straight, and for some of us, we're going to want to shorten the stance. So toe heel your back foot in just a bit. Begin to reach forward. Feel your hips reaching back. We're setting up for triangle. Feel a very clear crease in your right hip. And then reach for your block underneath your right hand. Bring that block up to any level that it feels good to you. Taking your left arm up towards the sky and again, forward, slightly forward to the seam line of your shirt. So you're not overarching your back, you're not splaying the ribs, you're keeping the ribs knitted in. You keep the neck long, you keep the jaw unclenched. And we just kind of hang out and we feel our spaciousness, we feel our stability here in triangle. Now, as you exhale, turn your gaze down to the right big toe, bend into the right knee, and float your way back into Warrior Two. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, finding your blocks, again at the middle height, to step back into downward facing dog. Lift the hips, draw the heart back. Bring your feet to touch, and with your breath in, left leg lifts. As you exhale, knee towards belly, shift forward towards plank, calmly step left foot between your blocks. Lower the right knee down. Let the arms float wide open and up for a low lunge. You rotate palms forward, bend the elbows, lift your eyes, lift the chest, breathe into the front body. And melt hands down to blocks, chin towards chest. Lift the right kneecap up. Warrior Two. Pivot the right foot. Feel stable. You're going to cartwheel the right arm up. Left arm follows. Pushing through the right leg to release into the left knee. Shoulders over the hips. Arms a little forward. Keep everything contained. With your breath in, straighten through the left leg. If you need to shorten your stance, toe heel the right foot in just a little bit. Setting up triangle, you begin to reach forward. Your hips slide back. You feel that very clear crease happening in your hip. Take the block underneath your left hand to the outside of the left ankle. Right arm up towards the sky. Everything is spacious. Soften, close the eyes. Ride the waves of your breath. And as you exhale, turn your gaze down. Bending into the left knee, rise right back up, Warrior Two. Circle the hands down, frame the front foot with your blocks. The blocks are at the middle height, downward facing dog. Exhale, come on down to the knees. Walk the knees in towards each other. Walk your big toes in towards each other. Untuck the toes and sit back onto the heels. Take right hand to the floor beside you. Left arm floats open and up for a long side body stretch. And then floating up and over to the other side. Left hand down. It's the right arm floating up. Come back up into the center. Bring one hand on top of the other, on top of your heart or chest. Soften and close your eyes and take a big breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. So hold the breath. Try to sneak a little extra breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Do that again. Big breath in through the nose, fill up, then hold it at the top. Sneak a little extra air in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth, slow and steady. One more like this. Inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Sneak in a little extra breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Release the hands, blink the eyes open, shift your hips off to one side, scooch to the top edge of your mat, and then make your way to the back. And you're just going to move those blocks out of the way for a moment. Come on down to your back, gather your knees in towards your chest, give them a hug, give them a little squeeze. And set your feet down about hip width distance. Reach your fingers to your heels. Shimmy the shoulders in just a little bit underneath you. Setting up for bridge. You're going to root down through your feet and lift your hips up. Keep that flow of energy pushing down through your feet. Keep lifting your hips up, 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 up. Slow, calm, steady breath. And now on your next exhale, roll it down, upper back, mid back, low back, sacrum. Give your knees a little swish side to side. At the same time, you reach for your blocks. We're just going to set up a supportive reclined butterfly. So bring your feet together. Let the knees fall open. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. And try to shimmy your blocks where they feel best. So the higher up towards the hips the blocks are, or the higher the blocks are, the more support you get. The lower the blocks are and the lower towards your knees they are, the more opening, the more depth you have. But allow yourself to have that support of the block. So you can fully surrender, you can fully release. Take the arms down by your sides, palms face up. Close your eyes and enjoy this time, this space to just simply be here. On every breath in, you're here. On every breath out, you're here. There's nowhere else you need to be. Carve out this time and the space to connect with you. Slow deepening of your breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And with your next breath in, a big, big stretch. Indulge here. Stretch the legs, reach the arms, point through the fingers, reach through the toes. Circle wrists and ankles. And then walk your feet onto your mat. Let the knees bend. And let yourself roll off to the right side, the supported fetal position. And with the help of your hands, ease your way up to sit. Keep your eyes soft or still closed. With your breath in, let the arms float wide open and up. Hands together, thumbs come down to the space between the eyebrows, making connection as a gentle reminder, a kind thought. To your lips, kind speech. To your heart, kind intention. To yourself and to others. I'm closing this practice with a big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Until next time.